Hello and welcome. In today's training session, I'm going to show you how to register for the SNRHA Landlord Portal. To do this, we're going to start off at the default web page of the portal. Once there, we're going to note that on the left side of the screen, there's a little icon labeled Register. We're going to go ahead and click this button, and it'll take us to the registration page. On this page, we're going to see that the first thing it asks us to do is plug in our social security number or tax ID number. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. Once you've entered your social security number or tax ID number, we're then going to be asked to input our vendor ID number. Now, some of you out there may have multiple vendor IDs. At this point in time, you are only required to enter one vendor ID. However, it is important that you note which vendor ID you're using, as in the event of you forgetting your username or password, we will be using this initial vendor ID to help verify the account and help you recover your username and password. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. Alright. Alright, after that's done, we're going to see that we're going to be asked to create a username. This will be used for the remainder of the website or the portal itself. So I'm going to go ahead and say that my username is Century21. We're then going to be asked what our first and last name is. We'll say my name is John Doe. Alright. Much like any other website that requires a username, our website also requires a password. Our specific requirements for the password are as follows. Passwords must be at least 8 characters long. They must also contain an uppercase and lowercase alphabetical letter from A through Z. We must also contain one numerical character from 0 through 9 and one special character such as the @ symbol or question mark. So let me create my password really fast. Alright, once you've created your password, you're going to note that there are some contact information that we would like you to fill out. There are 3 different forms of numbers that you can enter: daytime phone number, evening phone number, and cell phone number. You can choose which of these you would prefer contact information. You can also choose to enter all 3 if you would so choose, but I'm just going to enter the cell phone numbers. After that, it's going to ask for your email address. Go ahead and plug that in. This is how we will email you and verify. After that, we're going to ask for you to select a question and provide an answer. In the event that you lose your password, this is how we'll help you get a new one. So there are 4 different choices. What city were you born in? What was your first pet's name? And what is your favorite sports team? In addition to what is your mother's maiden name? I'll go ahead and choose what city were you born in and say Las Vegas. Alright, and then after that, I'm going to go ahead and say we're done with this page. As you can see, it's all filled out nice and pretty. Make sure all the information you've entered is correct. Go ahead and click the next button. Now you're going to be greeted with a second page. This page is only relevant to those of you that have multiple vendor IDs. So if you only have one, go ahead and click the finish button right here. Okay, guys? You'll be done, and then you'll be asked to enter your login information with the credentials you provided right in this sort of space right here. It'll be right back on the home page, which you'll see at the end of this video. Alright, so to give you an example of how to enter your vendor ID number again, you're just going to enter your vendor ID number right in this space right here as follows, like this, only with your own ID, and then you're going to go ahead and click the add button. If you do it correctly, you should get a successful submission record. The record has been saved, and that means that it's been added to your account. Now, in the event that you enter it incorrectly, you're going to get a message something like this, where it says not authenticated. Alright. So once you've entered all of your multiple vendor IDs, you can do this as many times as you like depending on how many vendor IDs you have. You're going to go ahead and hover your mouse over to the finish button, and you're going to go ahead and click the finish button. Once you're done, you're going to be shown a web page saying thank you for registering. You may now log in with the credentials you have entered. So let's go ahead and log in really fast. It'll be on the left side of the screen. Just enter your username that you created, the password that you created. You're also going to be presented with a security code that it would like you to input. This code is going to be in the image right below the password, and all you have to do is copy the random sequence of numbers and letters into the third box that says type the code from the image here. After that's done, it's not a case sensitive box, so just plug in the numbers and letters and then go ahead and click submit. And you should be greeted with this page that says you have successfully logged into the SNRHA Landlord Portal. All right, this concludes this training segment. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. All right.